Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, today it is new project reveal day. This got dropped off yesterday. So yeah, I thought I'll just get on with it, show you the new project. We'll have a walk around. We'll try and do a few bits and pieces on it. I don't know yet how much we can get done today, but I'm very, very busy with other bits and pieces. That's all. But yeah, before we get it in, don't forget, guys, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all the support. So let's bring in the new project. I'll show you what we've got. We'll have a walk around and have a look at the damage. So let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, I've got the new project just beside me. And yeah, I think you're going to like this one because this brings it all back well, a couple of years ago now. All I was getting was these cars, and it is a Ford Fiesta. I don't normally go for these anymore, I've got to be honest. Only reason why I go for these cars or went for this one is because it's an automatic. And yeah, these little 1.4 automatics are absolutely bulletproof. They never go wrong. They never go wrong. You look after them, service them. These just are so reliable. And yeah, you can see the damage. It's right here on the corner. So yeah, this is a Cat N, so it's non-structural. And you know, the damage is here. It's on the wheel, it's on the wing mirror, and we've got a few scuffs on the wheel arch here, but I think that's previous. They don't look like it was anything to do with why it was written off. It is a 2010, so it's a little bit old, but they still hold their value, these cars. And the reason why is because it's an automatic, and it's got quite low mileage. We'll go in there and have a look at the mileage in a bit. We're going to go all over it, all around the car, make sure that we're going to get it all cleaned up. The normal stuff, guys. The interior, the seats are going to come completely out. We're going to go all over this car, and I'm going to run the buffer all over it as well, just to bring the colour right up, the black metallic. But yeah, let's have a look around. So let's start from this corner. There's a little scratch here, but you've got to expect it because of the age. This car is 16 years old. 16 years old now, this car. So yeah, you've got to expect a few bits and pieces, but nothing major. This is it. There's no damage to the door. There's no sort of real damage to the wing apart from that scuff there. Door mirror, sorry. That's got to be replaced. The wheel as well, and we've got some sort of steering suspension, some sort of damage in there, but it's normally the lower control arm and the steering rack or end. So, you know, steering, the tie rod and end, I think it's called. Normally those kind of things bend. So, but until we take this wheel off, I don't know. But whatever happens, it's all getting new replaced for new. So, yeah. But going around, it's not that bad. There's a couple of marks here as well on the bumper. But, you know, I'm going to go all over the car and I'm going to touch up anything that I see as well with a little bit of black paint to make sure it's good. You know, again, going around the back, there's a couple of scuffs on this side as well, but you've got to expect that from this age of car, really. We've got a crack in the reflector, I think that is. And a couple of marks up here on the back of the corner bumper. Definitely age-related. Doesn't look like it was involved, you know. It's not the reason why this was written off. The reason why it was written off was because of that front corner. You can also see we've got a roof rack. So we'll be getting rid of the roof rails, both of them. They'll be getting rid of, chuck those. You can see that the steering wheel is straight, right? So that's straight. And you can see that that wheel is straight. So it's definitely, obviously, the other side that we've got the issue. Sometimes you never know. Sometimes it's both sides. But in this case, I think it's just that passenger side that we need to attend some issues to. You can see up here, I think this car's gone to a body shop to be assessed from the insurance company, because this white right in here and this white right in here and the one over there is not Copart's writing. Copart's writing is in yellow and it's over here. So you can see that it says here, that's the date it happened. It was through Admiral in car insurance. There was an RTC, road traffic collision, and it has keys. Yes. We know it has keys because it says it down here. Number 1 means 1 key. It runs, it drives. So, and it's obviously an X. We know that because it's come from Admiral Car Insurance. Yeah? So that's who's written it off. But the reason for that, who knows? They could have just had a blowout and it hit a curb or it hit something. Who knows? It could be something really, really minor, really simple. It could have even been the wheel. It was parked and the wheel was towing out and something's hit it going past. It could be that. Who knows? Only the previous owner will know why this has happened and why it's been written off. But it's been written off, I think, for a very, very stupid minimum thing. We are going to have to change the whole wheel. There's no way of keeping that. It's just too buckled and too bent in. There's no way. I have found another one, another alloy, better condition than this is actually. A newer tyre as well, 6mm tread on the tyre. So I need to go and grab that. That is from Gala Motors in Benfleet. All they do is Fords, all the Fords, and they've normally got, you know, little bits and pieces kicking around. This is quite an oldish alloy, so they're very, very rare now. There's not a lot of them on eBay. There's not on this particular size and sort of shape, the way the alloy is. They're very, very hard to find. But yeah, I've spoke to them on the phone. I know the guys down there, and they know me. They watch the channel, they watch the videos, and they said, yeah, no problem at all. We've got one. We'll put one aside, and then we won't let it go until you come and collect it. So yeah, I know that's sorted. I think I've got a wing mirror, door mirror. I keep saying wing mirror, door mirror in my boxes in there somewhere. So hopefully I've got one that we can just switch it over. And that'll be job done. This is the 1.4, very, very reliable, bulletproof engine, the Z-Tech engine that Ford did. Now, I'll tell you, this engine is such a good engine. It's such a bulletproof engine. It never goes wrong. The gearbox never goes wrong. And it'll just go on and on and on. So, yeah, I think the battery's a little bit dead. So we're going to have to charge that up as well. Also, I've got no books for this. So no manuals, no service history or nothing. So this is going to get a complete service as well as a new timing belt and a new water pump. Just for peace of mind for me, knowing that the new owner is not going to have any issues and it's going to last a very, very long time, this car, once I'm finished. But yeah, let me show you the mileage. Like I said to you, the battery is dead, so is it going to come up? Might do. Let me just have a look. We're not going to get it to come up. I've got to put a boost pack on it. The other thing as well with this car I've noticed is that we have got a blowing exhaust. Somewhere on this exhaust system, we've got a blow. So it's normally from the back, on the back box. But we'll check that. Do you want me to start it and show you? Listen to this. Sounds like a sports car. Let me show you. Let me just put this jump pack on it. Get a bit of power. that. Because that's bleeping, it means that battery. So, get a bit of power to it. Sounds like a V8, doesn't it? That is crazy. Let me show you the mileage. So we've got to sort the exhaust out. That's for sure. But let me show you the mileage. 57,132. 57,132. So low mileage, I've got to be honest, for the car. No disc, so there's no discs. It, you know, it moves, it goes into gear fine. You put it into reverse. Oh, let me just shut the door. Christ, that exhaust is loud. But yeah, you put it into reverse. It moves straight away with no hesitation. Put it into drive, and as soon as you lift off the brake, it wants to go straight away, which is good. That's what you want to see for an automatic. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it off because that is loud. I don't think it's got, no, it hasn't got power folding mirrors, but it has got electric mirrors. So the mirrors do work and run. It's just that because I want to make sure that I haven't got a power folding mirror, I don't think, but I've got a normal type mirror, just electric. So yeah, 57,000 miles, guys. That is low. That is very, very low for a car like this. And then once we get into obviously the repairs and whatever, all the bits and pieces, it's just going to be a really, really nice, tidy car for someone, isn't it? Really. That's hanging down. It's like someone's tried to stick it. I've got some better sticky stuff for that, but it's like it's hanging down there. So we'll stick that back up there like that. Looks like someone's tried to put some sticky pads, but they're no good. You can't use those. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not that bad, is it? It's not really dirty that much. You know, we've done much work. That door card is really nice and clean. In the boot as well. Oh no, we've got no power, have we? But there's nothing in the boot, completely empty. There's nothing in there, but clean. I've got to check to make sure we've got a spare wheel or some sort of all the tools and that in there. So yeah, you know, there's a couple of reasons why I bought this car. Really, one is because it's an automatic. It's got 57,000 miles. It's an automatic, and it's that Zetec engine. You just can't go wrong when it comes to this. With this combination, with this engine and that gearbox, the automatic gearbox, it's just unbeatable. Like they're just so reliable, these cars. So that is why I'll always try and win cars like this. I don't mind, because I know, and I know what's going to happen. After this video, I'm going to get messages from people asking me how much do I want for this car. I know I'm going to get messages, because I always do. When it comes to these type of cars, I'm always getting messages about how much I want for the car. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I think what we'll do now is I'll take it over on the ramp, take that wheel off, examine exactly what's going on. I'll show you guys in a second, and we'll just start work on this straight away. I also want to check that exhaust to see what is blowing. It's rather the front piece of the exhaust, the flexi, or it's the back box. So we'll have a look at that as well. So let's get into it. Let's get the car over on the ramp. Let's get cracking with the new project. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, let's get into it. I'm going to show you exactly what I found. Taking off the old wheel, as you can see. I've got to go over to Gala's to pick up another rim, alloy wheel and tyre. But let me show you what I found after removing it, which was going to be the usual stuff, really. And you can see like how much of a banana that bar there is, and it should be straight. So yeah, normal stuff really. Nothing that I'm not seeing nothing really that's the normal thing to see when it comes to these corner hits and stuff like that. I am going to replace obviously the track rod end. So that's the inner, that's the outer tyre rods, if you want to call it that. Some people call it different things. So we're going to replace those two completely, and I'm also going to replace the lower control arm, the big wishbone here, just because you just never know. It looks okay, but you just never know. Plus, it could be a little bit perished as well. So it's definitely worth switching that out as well whilst we're doing it. And then we'll see. Anything else will change, like the leg, anything like that. I'll switch over and change. But for the moment, it's going to be, yeah, those two inner and outer tie rod and that lower wishbone. The other thing I found as well, I found the blowing exhaust. I thought it was coming from the rear. They always go at the rear, always on these Fiestas. And that's exactly what's happened on this one. In fact, it's no longer connected to the back box at all. So that is that is definitely why that's blowing. But they always go there on these Fiestas. They always crack and rust there. So we're going to have to replace the back box. I don't think you replace the whole exhaust system. You just replace the back box. I think we cut it here somewhere. And then it goes in, and then you put a connector on, and then that's it, done. So we've got to definitely sort this exhaust out. We can't take that for an MOT, you know, whilst it's like that. I have been checking other bits and pieces as well. So like rear shocks, all look good. Springs are good. No breakages. Shocks look good. So yeah. I have noticed one more thing, which was at the front. Let me just show you that as well. Whilst I removed the actual alloy wheel, I obviously always do my checks. Discs and pads always get checked. These discs are really nice. Like, there's hardly any lip on that at all. There's a very, very slight amount of lip on that disc. So they're good, but the pads are not. I can't get you in there, I don't think. There's hardly any wear left on those pads. They're very, very close to the disc. So those front pads will definitely need to be replaced as well. But, you know, once I do all these bits, that's what I said to you, once I do all these bits and pieces on this, it's going to be a great car for someone. It really, really is. And it's going to last. It's going to be reliable. But all these other little bits and pieces, these are basically for the MOT as well. So, you know, that'll be a foul. Those pads, definitely a foul. Exhaust, a foul. So you have to do them. You have to get involved and do it. But I like to get involved and do the timing belt, the water pump, and the full service as well with the car. So I'm going to order some bits and pieces. And then we're going to come back to this probably tomorrow. So I'm going to leave it there. That's going to be the end of today's video, guys. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Drop me a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up. And I'll see you soon in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.